I'm Gary McLean with Talent Talk, and I've got Joe Lansdale here, who actually wrote The Thicket. Just curious. So it was published in 2013, I believe, right?
That's right.
I guess.
Yeah, that's right. It was posted in 2013.
When did Peter kind of get involved and reach out to you?
You know, it was pretty quick after, not maybe immediately, but all of a sudden, you know, it was picked up and has been for years. It's taken years to get it made.
And it was a bit of a passion project, I believe, for him.
Yeah, he said that. He said that was one he really wanted to make, and that must be true because it took about 8 years, 9 years, whatever it was, yeah.
And that was going to be kind of my next question, is it was kind of a long time in the coming, and now that it's kind of here, how are you handling the whole revel and everything else that's kind of happening about it?
Well, it's not my first film that's been made, but they all seem to take a long time. And when they get there, you enjoy it. I mean, you might as well. I mean, this is your moment that people have said, I like your work, I'm going to make an adaptation of it. And people sometimes say, well, what do you think about what they do to your book? And they didn't do anything to it. It's still on the shelf.
How close did they keep to the book itself?
Tonality, a lot of it's the same. I think my book had a little more humor in it maybe, but they took the gothic aspects of it, and I'm happy with it. You know, Dinklage and everybody in it, Juliette, Leslie, everyone did just such a fine job. I mean, I got very fortunate in the actors chosen.
Kudos on the book. I want to thank you for taking the time to chat with me for a couple minutes, and congrats. I'm hoping we see this for many years to come.
Well, thank you. I hope so too.
What's it like bringing Peter Dinklage and the rest of this production to Alberta?
Our pleasure. This is our second film that we did with Peter Dinklage. Our first movie was called The Last Rites of Ransom Pride. We did in 2008. And when this was brought to us, they said, and Peter Dinklage is the star. I said, let me call him. I want to make sure of it. Anyway, so he's one of the finest actors in our industry and such a generous and kind person to our crew and to everybody.
And what was it like kind of working with him? Obviously, you said he's a super nice guy. I've actually heard a lot of things like that where he's always checking on the cast and crew to make sure they're okay and not too cold or whatever it was, because you guys filmed in some cold weather.
Yeah, it was. We filmed this in February of last year, 2023, and it was anywhere between minus 23 to minus 43. But no, Peter is actually a producer on this, and this originated with him and his partner, David Ginsberg, who flew in from LA for this. And then they along with the director, Elliott Lester, brought this film to us. This was pre-COVID. It was in the summertime. And it fell apart. Then they were going to shoot it in Spain, and then it fell apart. And then it came back to us, and it all happened for a reason when Tubi joined up. And this was the biggest Tubi movie of the week that they ever did, but now it turned into a theatrical. So, you know, those things, you like it, you love it, you do it for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. And then that's what we end up doing, is doing the best we can. I'm hoping everyone's proud of it. The cast have seen it. We just had our world premiere 2 weeks ago in Los Angeles. But as I can see people here, I can see all of our crew that are coming in here, they haven't seen it. And these guys worked, for 2 months on set, and 30 days on set and 2 months in prep, and then that long 6-month post process. So everybody here gets to celebrate the mark of their efforts.
Well, congrats on the film. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks, Ben.
I'm here with Elliott Lester, the director of The Thicket. I'm just curious for one thing. Have you actually filmed in Alberta before?
I have not filmed in Alberta before.
How was your experience?
Probably the best experience of my career, and I say that not just because I'm surrounded by giant Calgarian men. I say that because I ended up working with my friend. I ended up working with my friend Chad Oakes. I ended up working with an incredible crew in insurmountable odds, minus 35. I mean, I'm not used to it. You guys are used to it. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here, to be able to celebrate the film with the people who worked on it. That's lovely.
Absolutely. And when did Peter kind of approach you to get this all rolling?
So we got together around 2019, 2020. The script had been around since 2013. He had developed it, and I was given the script, and I said, this is a great script. we have to completely rewrite it in typical director fashion. And I said, we're changing the lead character to a woman, and I want to do these things, and Peter, if you're on board, let's get married. And we've been together ever since.
Well, having watched the trailer at least, I'm super looking forward to the movie itself, but I can see it was a marriage made in heaven from what I can tell.
Yeah, Peter and I, listen, it's nice when you work with someone who shares the same side of the brain as you do. It's even nicer when you get to a film and you're friends, which is so rare. I mean, making a movie is like summer camp. You all come together, you say you're going to see each other again, and then you don't. But all of us all talk to each other, we all still hang out, which is nice. I think Calgary's got a lot to do with how the film felt. You know, it's like good-hearted people, we had a really good experience. People like opened their hearts up to us. They kept giving us meats that they'd hunted. Normally you get a latte. I was given a side of elk. I wasn't.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but these are experiences. I won't forget that. I love Calgary.
How was it working with Chad?
Oh, it's like my brother. It was amazing. Nothing was no. Everything was positive. Everything was greeted with, hey man, let's try. Cast love him. I loved him. Look, it wasn't the biggest budget in the world, but he never made it feel like it was unworthy, which was really supportive as a producer. Movies don't... I know you look at Netflix and you click on a button and then the movie comes on. Someone's put 10, 15 years into that. It's so crazy. If you're making something at any level, you're making an artifact. You're making your own little bit of history that belongs to you, and you do it your way and you write it your way. That's everything. It's creativity. You have to look. If you want to make billions of dollars, it's not the right business. If you want to make something with feeling, do it.
Well, I want to thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to seeing the film. Congratulations.
Enjoy it. Thank you so much.